Alright guys, what we're going to do today is we're going to do some basic masking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by opening up a new ActionScript 3 file, and I've got my stage set up. I'm going to kind of bring this into view so you guys can get a little better look here. I'm going to actually add a couple of new layers right away, and the base layer I'm going to put in as the image. The next layer, I'm going to spell it right. The next layer I'm going to do as the mask, and I'm going to leave this last layer for code. Alright, we're not going to do anything with that layer today, but I just wanted to get in the habit of using it, and I want you to be aware of it. The next thing I'm going to do is save my file right away, and I'm going to save it as basic mask when the dialog box eventually comes up. There we go. Basic mask, and I'm going to save it on my desktop, and there we go. Alright, so now I have the movie created and it's saved. I now want to bring in a file, so I'm going to do standard import to library, and I'm going to import to that library from my desktop. I have an image called NCartoon, I think is what it's called. Nathaniel Cartoon, sorry, on my desktop. Right here, Nathaniel Cartoon 36. I'm going to import that to my library. Now, I have opened my library, and let me bring it into view, and you can see that I have the Nathaniel Cartoon there. I want to lock all layers except the layer I'm working on, which in this case happens to be the image layer, and I'm going to drag that cartoon out and drag it onto the stage. Alright, so there we go. We're all set with that. Alright, so now the next thing I need to do is I'm going to lock that layer, and I'm going to come up to this layer here, and I'm going to decide what kind of a mask I'm going to put on it. So in this case, I'm just going to put a circular or oval mask on it. I'm going to grab it and put a big circle there. Actually, I shouldn't have had a stroke on that, so I'm going to get rid of my stroke. So I'm just going to double click that to get rid of the stroke. And then in order to create that as a mask, all I have to do is select that layer, come down, right click, and then hit mask, and bang, I've got a mask. And that's it for a very basic mask. I'm going to undo what I just did, and I'm going to come back, and I just want to show you something slightly different. I'm going to go into the rectangle primitive tool, and I'm going to draw that out. And when I do, you'll notice that I've got those little touch handles that I've got that I can play with. I'm going to grab that and then drag those in, and you can see that drag in, and then make them whatever shape that I want. And then I'm going to grab that same thing again, right click, mask, and bang, I've got a mask with those rounded corners on it. So that's really all there is to it for creating a basic mask. In the next uh, episode, we're going to do a animated mask. We're going to make that mask animated a little bit. See you next time.